Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. Today we are going to be installing on the truck this kit from the guys at Z1 Off-Road. This is their rear fender liner kit. So of course it's not a full fender liner, which a lot of people want. It's not really feasible. There's nowhere to really mount something like that back there. And plus the truck comes with a protective coating. What this is going to do is not only clean up the look a little bit, but it's going to fill in the voids in a couple of the holes on the frame near the back. So it keeps dust and rocks and stuff from kicking up and getting in there. And like I said, it's just going to make the truck look better. So basically what it is, it's just a piece of plastic. If you look here, you got two sets of holes. So it is designed for you. If you guys with the 2-inch body lift have a body lift on your truck, this will still work. You're just going to use the opposite hole from what I'm doing in this video because my truck does not have a body lift. And then if you flip them over, on the rear side, you have a chunk of foam there. Little maybe half-inch, a little more than a half-inch chunk of foam, and that's just to stop any noise and vibration and keep this thing solid once it's under the truck. And then packaging wise, obviously I opened this one already, but it comes in a box and then wrapped in the nice foam sheet here, so it's not going to get scuffed up and gross during shipping. Nice and solid, ready to go. And now tool and hardware wise, it's super easy. All you need is a 12 mil with a ratchet. You need a 19 mil for the bolt that I'm going to show you, and a 4mm Allen wrench. That's all you need. So what you get is two plates, one for each side. You can see you got two holes up top and two threaded holes on the flat surface part. You'll see why that is in a few minutes. And then you can see I built this one already. This is how it's going to go. You'll see what I mean in a second, but you want big bolt, the black spacer, and then you have a little flat plate, which will be your nut. This will go inside the frame. Again, I'll show you that in a sec. So basically, this is a fancy kind of a bolt in a bolt. You can see it has a hole on the top. So once you get that threaded onto the truck, this will actually thread into there on that side, but it's threaded nonetheless. So this kind of becomes a bolt for support. Plus the support is able to be bolted too. So you don't have to have any weird drilling on the truck. Everything is just bolt on and it's good to go. No drilling, no nothing required, nothing permanent. So again, I'll get this under the truck and show you how it goes on. But if you see here how it's got two little nubs on there, that basically, once this goes on and tight, is the lock to stop your little flat nut from spinning. So you can see that. Once we get it on the truck again, you'll see a little better. But like I said, super easy to put this on. First things first, get your 12 mil and your ratchet. You come to the side here, and one of the mounting locations uses the two bolts on this little rubber stopper piece. So it's a 12 mil. You have one bolt under here, one bolt under there. You just loosen those off, take that thing off, and then we can bolt it back onto the truck. And half of it is already done and ready to be bolted up. But again, these things, not super tight. Remember that when you put them back in, you don't want to go crazy on them. Otherwise you could end up stripping something, and that's going to be no good on your end. So don't make them super tight, but make it snug enough that when you're driving, this thing rattles around a little bit. It's not going to fall off the truck. All right, so you don't have to take this right off, but I figured easier to show you out in the light other than under the truck. But you take that out. This L-shaped goes under, or on top, say, of the bracket that came off the truck. So again, your frame will be there where my fingers are. That'll go in here like that. The holes will line up. You use for that part the two bolts that you pulled out of there, the 12mm bolts. Snug it back down with that piece connected, and then you're ready to put the plastic under. Plus I will show you how this little bolt goes together and tightens in there. All right, and just before you tighten it up, one thing to take note of, if you look in there, maybe you can see there's a gap between the fender or the frame and the plate. That's because in there, the little cutout, one of the holes in the frame, juts out. That's why this thing is slotted underneath. So when you put it in, you can slide it back, but make sure your bracket that you're putting back on with the little bump stop is tight up against the frame again when you put it in. So you can kind of push it. The screws will pull it upwards, obviously, and then you're good to go to thread into those holes. All right, last but not least, before you get the plastic on, is the fancy bolt with the bolt inside of it. So this is a 19 mil. You take your bolt, you take your spacer with the nubs up, flat side down towards the bolt. Then you take your flat washer or nut, whatever you want to call it, which is threaded. That will thread onto here. It's much easier to do with two hands, but basically just helicopter that on, just like I showed you earlier on the video. Then you come over here and now looking at the frame like that, we put our plate on this side. Now this goes in the big hole here. You kind of put it on an angle and lock it in, pull backwards, and then when your two little nubs on that plate or the black washer go in the hole, and then kind of pull and twist. And this is slowly gonna tighten itself in. You could probably make it a little bit tighter than I did to start off and you won't have to thread it so far, but basically that's what you're aiming for. So again, I got it too tight to come out of there now, but that's what you're aiming for, and it'll lock into those two little nubs once it's in there. So kind of get it straight. When you have the nubs in there, there's a little bit of play, but not much. And now you know that your bolt's going to be in the right place. So get that snug, put your ratchet on there, crank down the 19, and then you're good to go and put the plate on. And now that you're done the brackets part, you just need 3 of these. 1 bolt, 1 washer for each, and of course 4mm Allen wrench and the piece itself. You come under here, and keep in mind these are a left and a right, you can't get them wrong. This one just has a little bit less of a cutout on the side because the other side has your filler nozzle and stuff for the fuel tank. So it's a little bit cut out. It's more maybe another inch or two kind of notch on the edge there, where this side doesn't need that because the fuel tank's not in the way. But basically you're going to put that in there, and you'll need 2 hands for this to hold it up and thread it in, but that's where your top hole and bottom hole come into play. So when it's in there, if you don't have the 2-inch body lift, you're going to put it in the top. If you do have the body lift, you're going to put them in the bottom. And then once you got it kind of in place, this is what it looks like. If you can see, they have threaded holes. So this is your plate under there, and that one threaded into the hole, the bolt in the bolt, as I called it. So they're notched. Once you get these all in place, before you tighten it, push it up. So it's nice and snug up against the top of your bed liner there, or your bed. And then that foam piece is up top behind here. So like I said, if it moves or vibrates at all, you're not going to end up with some weird knocking or rattling under your truck. There you go. Just as easy as that, they're in. No cutting, no drilling, no grinding needed. Just a couple bolts, snug them down, and the back of your truck is nice and clean. And like I said, it's going to keep all the gunk and stuff from getting behind there on your frame, keep some of the dust out from under there, and keep it focused under the fender where it's supposed to stay. And then all you gotta do is do a repeat on the other side. And the other side, like I said, will look exactly the same. Top holes, body lift, bottom holes. And again, like I mentioned, this side has the bigger cutout because that's where the fuel neck is for your gas tank. So when you fill up your gas, they just make a little notch to cut out for that, because obviously it wouldn't fit if you did it the other way. So there you go. Easy install. If you like it, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully you like this one, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.